Welcome back to Outriders. In this video, we are going through the patch notes for the latest patch they finally released, and instantly I have an incredible disappointment with it. I'm so frustrated with the way they are dealing with this game, and it doesn't seem to ever change. I don't think it ever will. Like, yes, at the end of the day, they've released a patch. They've fixed a load of stuff, or possibly fixed it. I'll be doing proper testing at some point. But the thing that's annoyed me is this update has taken over a month to release. Just let that sink in. An entire month to release this small update, and they still have huge issues. When I say that, the important notes, this will be linked in the description. Please note that as part of this patch release, we are updating some back-end multiplayer infrastructure. I mean, you shouldn't be needing to do this stuff this, far into the game. The game's been out 6 months. It should have been done before the game launched. They had the demo to do all the testing, but it is what it is. This change may cause some Xbox players to not be able to engage in a multiplayer session for a period of 24 hours as of the patch release. This issue will not affect all Xbox players and may well be resolved sooner depending on your local console conditions. Note that a similar issue may affect VoIP on Xbox from functioning properly at this moment in time. Please note that the patch is slightly delayed on the Epic Store. We are working with Epic to push it live ASAP. My biggest problem is that Xbox are going to possibly have issues for up to 24 hours to engage in a multiplayer session. And what is this game? Let me remind you what this game is. This game is a looter shooter with an endgame based on timed expeditions that can entirely be played solo, besides what they never told us, a gold time on Eye of the Storm. Unless you're cheating, you increase your game speed. However, as you get into the higher expeditions, the higher tiers, and when you unlock Eye of the Storm, it states at the bottom that this is intended for co-op play. 6 months later, whether they put it down for an hour or 5 days, they've put it down for up to 24 hours, or so they state it is going to be up for 24 hours. An issue with engaging in multiplayer sessions. This game is a co-op based game. You cannot afford for this stuff to happen when you release a small patch you've been working on for a fucking long time. It's so irritating they still do this bullshit. Slightly delayed on the Epic Store. They've had so much time to make sure this is ready. But moving on to the notes, they have stated here, just to let everyone know, there's no Moaning Winds, Fortress or Legendary Armor set changes. They're part of a bigger update that's still a little way away, meaning a long way away, because when they announce it, it's probably going to get at least a month's worth of delays. And I only say that because this update that's come out today, the smaller one, this is the second consecutive update to be delayed for over 4 weeks. But jumping into the fixes. Fix an issue that could cause players to stutter when entering the drained lake during the third enemy encounter. It's the final enemy encounter in the Scorched Lands expedition. When I say final enemy, it's the final area you're doing the expedition in. Once you've done all of the waves of enemies in that pit at the end, the drained lake, it's like expedition over. An issue that could cause the game to stutter when engaging crawlers in battle during expeditions. Also, what I want you guys to do is let me know in the comments if any of this is still a problem, if new issues have occurred. Let me know all of that stuff in the comments, and I'll be doing my testing as well, and we'll see what we can come up with. But next up, an issue that had forced matchmaking privacy set into default to open, and the setting should now remain closed when set. It should help further reduce AFK matchmaking. I mean, I bloody hope so. I'm sick and tired of seeing that Outriders camp when I'm searching for an expedition. They've added an AFK status for players on friends lists. Fixed a bug that could cause clients' shots to sometimes deal no actual damage to enemies. So some of you might actually feel a little bit more powerful from this update. They have further improved the visibility of the Broodmother's Surge AoE skill limits. They have changed the behaviour of the Devastator's Impale, so the game will detect impaled enemies as dead even before they disappear. The Devastator's Reflect Bullet skill will now protect from Scythe and projectile attacks. So that wasn't actually working. A bug that could cause the Pyromancer's Phoenix Nestling passive to restore 100% rather than 50% of health while in multiplayer. A bug that had caused players to be teleported back into cover if they used thermal bomb shortly before exiting cover. A bug that has prevented players from reviving themselves and others after using the Trickster's Borrow Time skill. A bug that had prevent Devastators from being able to consistently dodge if they had the Auto Reflect mod active. A bug that had caused the Plague Sower and the Cannonball legendary sets to not retain their set bonus after a transition. A bug that could cause the Technomancer's Plague Sower set bonus to not proc consistently. Another bug that had caused certain mods like Grand Opening to not proc if the player was on their last magazine. A bug that could cause certain ammo-related mods to retain their effects even after having been replaced, thereby leading to inconsistent gameplay. This issue would previously resolve itself when returning to the lobby. Affected mods include Brain Eater, Clip of a Mouthia, Perpetuum Mobile, Vampiric Mag, Toxic Lead, Reforging Bullets. So quite a lot of them. Fixed a bug that allowed the mod Unstoppable Force to be stacked with itself. Another bug that had caused shards invested in sidearms and second primary weapons to cause inconsistent behaviour on the primary weapon. They never stated what that did to the primary weapon, but yeah, investing shards, part of the fundamental progression of the game, yeah, bugged out one of the weapons. Resolved an issue that prevented secondary characters from picking up journal entries if they had already been collected on a different character, because you know, that lore is so important with those journal entries that it took them 6 fucking months to fix it. Crash fixes, other minor bug fixes. And then, what do we have? Ongoing list of currently tracked issues. There is quite a few of them. I'm not going through them because they've been there for the last 2 months plus. It's actually ridiculous. It's nice they're putting out a patch, yeah, they're fixing stuff. Stuff that shouldn't be broken because this game was supposed to be a fully released product. It's taken forever for them to release patches. These are small patches. They've fixed a few bugs that have been there for ages and put players off. When I say put players off, go look at Steam charts. Early hours in the morning in the UK, so it's not peak times, but they are dipping as low as 280 players on the entire, like the whole of Steam worldwide. So what I'm going to do is leave the video there. I'm going to go do some testing and see, well, I mean, I'm hoping and praying they've actually fixed all this stuff, and I'm hoping they haven't broken anything else in the meantime. But let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it.